Can't really see that. I'm trying to think about how to like show you the lace better.
Well, that's it.
Hello.
Hi. Are we
How's it
doing
going?
it?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm Pam. I use any pronouns. I don't remember how to do an intro.
Hi, I'm Amber. I use she, her pronouns, and together we are Tales from Sleeve Island, a podcast about knitting, fiber, crafting, all things that are fun and guilt-free because we should all enjoy ourselves no matter what we get done.
100%.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yay.
We are back. We are back.
Yeah.
We took a few weeks off from filming. We just had really busy Januaries and could not make it happen, but we're back. We're going to be here forever. We're going to go for like 1,000 episodes, okay?
Yeah.
As we go.
Just
Oh,
993 to
I
go.
was going to say, we're on like number 6.
This is like number 7, I think.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Here's the thing. I have a Gen Z adult child and who does, he will espouse the brain rot of Gen Alpha. And I'm like, your brain is rotted too, my dude.
I'm almost 37. I should not be making 6, 7 jokes.
Well, we also know teachers, so I think it's in
That's
our, in our crowds because we know people that have access to this.
For me, my brain is just rotting, and I've started to think it's funny. At first, I was like, these kids these days and their jokes. And now I'm like, it's kind of funny. I kind of get it.
I don't know that I find it funny, but I do. The reel that convinced me that I need to stop hating on it is when people say, yeah, but, and they'll put a Beavis and Butthead clip, and I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
That really is fair, and I should just shut up. So it's
Exactly
fine.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to talk about...
Yes, I was looking at things to wear for this episode, and I realized I don't think I've shown this off. This is my Find Your Fade shawl. This was the shawl to knit back in the 20-teens. I want to say 2017-ish was...
Okay.
Oh my god, it's almost 10 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, so like when you would go to Stitches Midwest, which it was a fiber festival that was in Schaumburg, Illinois, 2 hours from here, from Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would go, and for like 2 years there were just all these kits with like 7 or 8 yarns, and like this is the kit.
Is this from a kit?
No.
Oh,
I will discuss how this came to be because this is kind of fun. I don't even know what. Okay, here we go. So the idea of Find Your Fade is probably not the best for so essentially
I like it.
One color will fade into the other, and it's just a fun thing. I do love the colors in here, so the way this came up, yeah, that side fades more than like up here, but the idea is that you just pick stash yarn.
Cool. This is great.
Everyone was doing this, so like a lot of things, I just do things because my friends are doing them, and I, at the heart of it, I'm a follower. I'm a leader in some ways, but I'm a follower in others.
Sure.
And if someone says, everybody's doing this, you want to do it? Like, yeah. Kind of like John T, that our group, I don't know, it's this chant. Apparently there's 2 chants I learned at
I know of one.
Yeah, is that one? Or is that, what's the other one that we're doing?
The John T.
John T, okay.
John T.
It's insane. We had like 4 new members at our spinning gathering, and we're like, no, we're not a cult.
Yeah, we ended up chanting Jaunty at one point, and then one of us at one point.
It was like, even I, in my craziness, I was like,
Gosh.
like, exhale the Alt K. All right. They're like, great. Look at the time.
They joined our Discord.
They did. They joined the Discord. So the way this did not come about through a kit, I brought a bunch of stash to Sauzier, and Emily, who I hadn't known for that long at that point. Like, I think we knew each other occasionally, but we were just starting to become friends around then, or closer friends. And a couple other people that I knew, Tane being one of them. I brought a bunch of yarn, dumped it on a table, and then, like little worker bees, they went to town and arranged it.
Ideal.
There was one yarn that just didn't work, and it was replaced with this. This is Emily's yarn, actually.
Oh.
Because I had something in between the purple and the gray and pink.
Yeah.
And it just, she was just looking at it, and she's like, you get this. I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. So they arranged it. I just wasn't as adept at color theory as I am now. Not that I'm really adept at it. But yeah, so we took like monochrome photos of different combos, of the skeins. So it was a process, and it was like probably my first group friend experience of picking yarn where people were like, I like your idea. And I'm like, okay, people just tell me how to do it. This is great.
Just send me the order and I'll get to work.
Right, basically, at some point I was like, sure, I'll do what you guys say.
So good.
Yeah,
it
so
turned out great.
Thank you. And I was telling Pam before we logged on here that I've never blocked this. And you can see, I don't know, I messed something up in here in terms of the doesn't matter. Quite clearly, it's like a 25-foot long shawl, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But at that time, I hadn't really blocked a lot of things with pins. I would occasionally wash stuff and I wasn't doing garments, so clearly that's partially why. But I was like, it sounds intimidating to pin something down to the ground.
Well,
I'm not going to block this.
In your defense, this is the biggest shawl I've ever seen in my life.
It's very long, and so I have never yet blocked this. So I will do that sometime the next week because it just doesn't even matter what happens. It's a great shawl.
I don't you see my apartment. I don't know where I would block this. I would have to come to your house.
Yeah.
To block this if I made it.
You'd have to have a lot of. I'm looking at Pam's floor right now. That's an floor is this room is 15 feet long. You could do it, but you'd have to have it
would be
$100 worth of blocking mats.
Yeah,
that's what it would be. So.
And I would have to jump over it to get to my kitchen, and
and your cats.
And my cats would lay on it. It'd be a whole thing. Yeah. So I logistically, I don't know how I would block this if this was my item to block.
It's interesting because the room that I block things in now is our workout room, and for the most part, it's clear, other than our tonal, which is on the wall for strength training, and then the Peloton bike, but I do have some reptiles on one end of the room. It's a lot of open floor space. So I've got plenty of space to block it, but I do have to time things so that I get them up by 6:40 a.m., which is when my husband most days, I understand, and I'm with you. I do not get up that early. I might be awake that early, but I am laying in bed scrolling. I'm not getting up at that point. And unless I have to go to court somewhere. But he needs that space, and so I'll just have to make sure I time it so that I get it up.
I will say, I have in the past. I've worked at 6 a.m. I've been motivated to get out of bed. I cannot imagine a world where I'd be motivated to get out of bed that early to block something.
Well, no. I mean, I would take it up.
Oh, okay.
I would have started to block it the day before, and then I have to make sure I get up before him to...
I got you. I thought you have to wake up and be it's blocking time.
No. If it's something that interfered with the space where he's going to be, a lot of times if it's a sweater, it's fine, it's on the side, but if I had to block something long like this, it would go across the workout space, so yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I believe in you.
Yes, thank you. So this is fun. That's what I was showing off.
Have we talked about your shirt?
No, it's my Salty Air tee. I feel like maybe we have, but if we haven't, this is my Salty Air tee.
I've seen this, but I don't think I've seen it.
You can't really see I'm trying to think about how to show you the lace better.
Well, that's it.
Well, because I can't put it lower because it's over the boobies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I only get to not wear a bra with this because the holes... What?
Do you want me to put a photo of it up so you don't have to do
Sure. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. Anyway, I think that this pattern is better suited to solids because with the variegated here, you can't see the lace all that well. But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you do.
It looks great.
Okay, thank you. I wear this shirt so much, and this is partly why I want to do more hand knit garments because there's 2 or 3 short sleeve tops that I've knitted, and I wear them over and over again. Mm-hmm. And just after this I washed it. I hadn't washed it in a long time. I can wear it without a little bit of pinching because this little arm here was one of my first tubular bind-offs, and I did it a little too tight.
Ah.
And especially now because I'm working out more, it would pinchy the little bicepsy, and now it's not doing that.
I feel like we talked about that.
See, then we did.
Yes.
Then I've seen it before.
But we have not talked about this shirt. We have not seen this shirt.
Yeah, so I love Tubular. It's great. It is life. So
Awesome.
here we are.
Cool.
Yep, that's it.
Wearing a shirt with a duck on it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that.
Got it at a thrift store.
Love it. Love it. That just made me think of my friend Katie gets vintage clothing from somewhere called like Depop or something. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
I did not understand that this existed. It's just this clothing site for clothes that I would have just gotten randomly in the 90s, and people want it now. Is that the thing? That's the idea?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's
Crazy.
part of it, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that just made me think of getting
You know,
clothes
this
in
was,
non-traditional ways.
It's thrift store find. So
Awesome.
that's what I got.
All right, we have so much to show, so let's get to it.
So much.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Do you want to open your packages?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay. So like I get yarn packages and we've discussed this and I'm going to say it again mostly to myself that I'm not going to feel negatively about the fact that I'm acquiring at a faster pace than I'm making, because I think we all kind of do that a little bit. And that's part of what this podcast is about, is just fun crafting. So, but now when I get packages, I don't open them because I open them here, yes.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say I want you to open the packages so that I can be a part of this.
Well, and this is cool because like I just take packages I get and bring them. So at any given time, they may not all be fiber yarn related, but I'm pretty sure these are. Like there's nothing, I'm not ordering anything crazy, so don't worry.
No. I'm always 2% worried.
It's kind of like my husband and my son, where I'm like, do you know what I'm excited about? Oh! We have to talk about something else before we
talk about it right now before you explode and die?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 3 days, Dracula's coming out. We're filming on Tuesday. Actually, no. This will be can't even talk. This is going to be posted on Friday. That's the day that Dracula comes
Yes,
out.
that's the day we're going to go see
We're going to go see
together.
Dracula. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this movie for months.
I'm excited to see it with you.
And
I'm also, again, 2% scared to see it with you. But I think it'll be good.
I'm so excited. I love going to movies. And, you know, in these troubled times, we need things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Right? In addition to our activism that we all do, or hopefully, in some way we're doing. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm excited about Dracula.
I'm excited to see Dracula with you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers. This is their sock club. Little nice paper bag. I will confess I've not done any of it yet because I've been doing the Knit Spin Farm sock club, which I did not bring with me because it's under a pile of organizational things.
Ooh, red.
Ooh, look at that. So for their sock squad, that's right, that's what it's called. Sock squad. And this is yarn that you can make socks with. I know, isn't that pretty?
Stop it.
So I will get to it. It's just a matter of when. And it's just very pretty. So this is, let me see what, yeah, that's right. This is the Great Falls, Montana. Is that the name of the base? I assume it is. Sock Squad. Oh, no, Bighorn Sock. This is 75% 19.5 micron merino, and the superwash, and 25% nylon. And then there's a mini. So, yeah, I'm very excited, even though I'm not going to show it because I don't have it with me, but the sock I'm working on right now, that I will put a picture of it, has a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I'm really excited about the fish.
Never done one.
So, Kaylin, who used to work at Sauzier, told me about this years and years ago, and I thought to myself, I'll remember this, and I never wrote it down, but I have remembered it, and finally, when I was doing this sock, I thought, this is the time. I'm in Lake Geneva. Like, we went to Lake Lawn over the weekend. It's a place in Delavan, Wisconsin. It's a resort that I've grown up going to. My husband and I got married there. And we went there for the weekend. We try to do that like once a year. And I was just sitting there ready to do a heel. And I'm like, this is the time. Kaylin told me 10 years ago to do a prophecy. I really was. I was sitting on the couch in our little room. And I was like, Garrett, I'm going to do this heel. Let me tell you about it. And he's like, yeah, all right. Yeah. And I'm like, this is a different way of doing short rows. And it's very exciting because it's a different way of doing the same kind of effect of like a Flegel heel, but it looks like stockinette just like turns a corner. It's such a weird look. Cool. It's really cool. So it doesn't look like a wrap and turn. I mean, not that that's bad. It's not, obviously, but it really is neat and it's fun to knit, totally memorizable. And now I'm going to do it a lot. So. And you can do it whether it's top down or toe up.
Cool. I've only done one kind of heel. Yeah. Woo, red. I've only done, you start top down, do your little short row heel, pick up the thing. That's the only way I've ever done it.
Yep, short row gusset,
So-
whatever that's called. Yeah.
So,
I like that too. I've done, yeah, so the heel flap. But, well, have you done a
Yeah.
heel flap? That's different, right?
uh,
Yeah. Heel flap and gusset is, I think, what you're describing. Because, like,
Yes.
you sort of do a square down.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you kind of pick it back up so that it goes
Yeah. Yep.
like this.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah. We know what each other means.
I will say,
think.
though, if I may take the floor for roughly
Yes,
1
do
minute.
it.
I have a couple goals for 2026.
Yes.
Related.
Let's do it.
And one of them is to do an afterthought heel.
Oh
Heh.
my God.
So I got to the part where I would have to do the afterthought heel, and I put it down for 2 weeks because I'm scared. But I'm gonna do it.
Wait, we gotta put this. So this. Oh my God, it is patterned. Okay, I didn't look at it super closely, so I wasn't sure if it
Yeah,
was self-striping. It is not. Oh my God.
It's kind of not the best yarn for it, but I don't
Little
care
bun-
because it's
no,
my
it's
sock
beautiful.
and I don't care. It's
It's-
mine. I made it.
Did you make it? Yeah. This is bunnies.
So this is Bunnies. This is the Sasky sock.
Okay.
Um,
So cute.
the Sasky sock is by Sasky and Co. I talked about this pattern, excuse me, last time because it's
Look at
called the
that.
Sasky sock because the person who wrote the pattern has a bunny named Saskatchewan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Oh my gosh, so cute.
And then these two colors are like Sailor Scout colors from Little Fox's Knits. And in the Sailor Moon show, the two characters that these colors are based off are best friends. So I'm making a
Aw.
best friend sock. And then, yeah, like literally I'm going to do like 2 more rows of doing flat and then like putting in the waste yarn and then going,
Love it.
but I'm scared. But I got this far and gosh, it's cute. So
That's awesome. Technically, though, that's a forethought heel. Because if you put in waste yarn, you're thinking about it beforehand. It's the same process after that, but technically an afterthought heel is you knit a tube.
Oh,
and a toe.
and then you're like, oh, I should
And
probably
then you-
put a heel in this.
correct, yeah. It does not matter,
So-
but I'm going to semantic you, so.
Well, I'm still crossing it off of my bingo card.
Oh yeah,
when
I
do
think
it.
it's like a first cousin to afterthought heels. Yes.
So yeah, that's one of my things too. So,
Yay.
yay.
I will be putting an afterthought heel in the Christmas stocking that I eventually finished from Arnie and Carlos because I had worked through I still haven't really touched it. I have a few charts to go, but I had knit the chart before I watched their video, and not in the instructions, but in the video, they're like, "Oh, and by the way, put some waste yarn here," and I was like,
Okay.
So I like, well, I didn't do that, so it's whatever.
I
We'll
believe
figure
in
it
you.
out.
So
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What else you got?
Let's open more things.
Yay.
This is Into the World.
Ooh.
So this would be probably my Fiber Club fiber.
It feels.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh man.
My psychic senses are wrong.
Oh my God.
Spooky.
This is the colorway is Celine, and this is Kent Romney.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Here to open this because the last time I tried to open one of your bags, I got
Well,
stuck.
The thing I'm excited about with these is that sometimes I forget I order things.
Oh my God.
This is Lean Into It.
Cool.
So yeah, we're gonna have to open these because I don't like the glare on these bags. I need to show everybody. So this is the colorway Lean Into It. This is gray Coriadale.
I opened a bag.
So all I'm doing is just kind of pulling up the top so people can see.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. So that's
This-
the Romney.
Red is so good. I want to eat it.
And what is that again? This is Kent. This is the wolf. This is Kent. Okay, that's the Kent Romney. Sorry, that's the gray Coriadale. The gray Coriadale base is what got me excited about ordering from them. They just have such great combos of fibers that I sometimes don't see other places. And the third one, again, I don't have any specific things I'm going to do with these yet. Sometimes I do, but this is Walla Walla. Look at that. Look at
Very jewel
that.
toned.
It is, yes, and that is Cheviot. That is Cheviot. So I'm very excited about that. I have Cheviot, but I don't know that I actually have spun it yet. I'll have to look back. I want to say one of my other blends that I have from Into the World called the Hollow. I think it's called the Hollow. I have like 4 different breeds of it, and I've spun one of the 4, and I don't think it was the Cheviot. So I have yet to spin Cheviot, and this is also Gray Coriadale. And this colorway is called the Perfect Storm. So I think Into the World, even more than Inglenook now, and Inglenook is still like huge. I'm so into
So
the
moody.
world. Look at that. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
It's giving this moody yarn.
Yeah, so that's very dark, lots of grays and blues. Just really pretty. So I just absolutely love their yarn. So
Cool.
that is from them, just for funsies. And we have three more. We have three more
Yeah.
packages, people. Oh, this is God. I will not be shamed by myself for my own purchases, but this is the closest I'm going to get because this club is a yarn club I joined, and they give you a bunch of like small, tiny little skeins.
Okay.
The reason I feel only slightly bad about it, I'm going to talk myself out of it right now, is that like they want you to make scrappy things as if I don't have scraps. Okay?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I will hold my thoughts. I want to see this before I...
Sure. Well, here's the other
Give me
thing.
my 2
It's like
cents.
with this closet organization that I'm doing, I'm going to have specific shelving boxes that are just leftover yarn so that it's not only in a bin, because you don't see the bins. That's my problem for me. Totally fine how other people do it, but I find that I don't remember what yarn and fiber I have when they're locked away in a bin in the back of a closet. I just
Yep,
don't.
that's just how your brain works.
Yeah. So I will have boxes for leftovers. So if I want to do a scrappy hat or whatever, then I will just go to those boxes and be better able. So here is the little package it comes in. Do. And it comes in a little bag. And it's usually, not usually, this is my third one. It is a company, and then they give you a whole bunch. Oh my God.
Oh.
So again, ooh, look at that. Look at that. We're going to take them out. And then they have a little bag here. Let's see what else they're giving me. There's cute little swag in here. So let's see.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning how bags work
There's
in
like
real
this
time.
cute. And then there are stitch markers. So let's see what the stitch markers are. This is good to open it. Yeah, see, look how tiny they are. Put them up to
Do
the
they
screen.
tell you, like, how many yards?
Ooh, look at, oh my God, this is so cute. So this is, little stars, but here's a little,
Darkest navy blue in the world are like this.
yeah, they're all different. So here's a little 2026 stitch marker.
Oh, shut up.
Isn't that cute?
Scottish sunset. These are adorable.
Yeah. So on their little sheet, they'll tell you about it. So I will read off what we have for this month. So this is from Red Stag Fiber this month. Cottage sock is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon 4-ply fingering weight yarn, and comes 463 yards to 100 grams. Joshua Graff is the owner and lead dyer behind Red Stag Fiber. My yarn is unique in that the focus is hand-dyed tonals with a deep and rich palette I have created. My inspiration for dyeing comes from traveling to Europe with my beautiful wife Sharon. Growing up with my grandmother helped me learn to paint, which helped me with color appreciation and blending, which helps me with my dye process. Joshua dyes his yarn in his studio in Conroe, Texas, where Joshua and Sharon also own the Modern Skein, a local yarn shop. Stop by for a visit next time you're in the area. So Red Stag Fiber, super cute. So
cute.
So right now, this is like I said, I think my 4th month, and so I have all this yarn in a project bag at home. I did not bring it. Ooh, I have fallen. But like it's all different colors, so like it's you pretty much can't do anything that's like in one color. It's just it's a grab bag. That's the idea.
Cool.
So yeah, so that is what's going on.
I
that.
love it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'll do something.
And especially like if you've gotten, how many months did you say? Sorry.
This is at the 4th, I think. So I've got quite a bit. Oh my God.
Oh, they sent you fruit snacks.
They sent us.
That's so good.
It's amazing.
All I was going to
These
say
people
is,
are great.
like, you're not married to the ones you got this month. You can...
Right, and that's probably,
Full buffet.
exactly. So I will look at, like, maybe what I'll do next time we record is I'll bring a big bowl and we'll show it. Big bowl. Yes. Because these are, like, what, 8? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10. So there's 10 of these.
Yeah.
That means I have 40.
And how many yards is each one?
Each
Or
one,
it
well,
varies?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not many.
You have enough.
Oh, I have
something.
enough. I have enough. Yes. So.
Okay.
Yes, exciting. I have two more, but I feel like I want to hear. I want to see something of yours.
Okay.
So let's go back and forth.
Okay. Ooh, I'll do like a twofer kind of.
Okay.
I don't. Okay, this is kind of stash, but it's also related to the. It's fine. My little baby Jaunty.
Look at your Jaunty.
He is 2 apples tall.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Jaunty is so squishy, everybody.
So,
Squishy, stringy,
This-
springy.
yeah, this was my first woolen spun yarn I ever did.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Look at that. Look at this yarn.
from an extremely local dyer whose name is Breezy.
Extremely local.
She is
Not
extremely local. She's the most
Extremely
local.
Does she live in this apartment building? Like
It's
that
me.
Got it.
I say extremely local because she is amazing at dyeing yarn and fiber, but she doesn't want to pursue it in any sort of like.
Oh, right. That's the one you sent me.
Real way.
Yes. Look at that.
Um,
Oh, it's just so
She
subtle,
literally
too.
just does it like in her free time when she feels like it. She has an Etsy, which I will happily link.
Yeah, absolutely.
She does it. She does amazing work, but she never does big batches. She does it very like I'd say inconsistently.
Okay.
I think she's like an engineer full time, and she's like, I love being an engineer. I have no dreams of leaving this job, but I like yarn. So
That's fair.
She
That's fair.
made 200-gram braids of this that I spun up. The colorway is called Poltergeist. It's UV reactive. And I was like, okay, it's very ghosty. I woolen spun it, so it's very lofty. And then with the half fisherman's rib, this is like the lightest, loftiest thing I've ever
It is
made in
very
my
light.
life.
It is very light.
So,
And to review what woolen spun yarn is, it just means there's more air in it, and it means that you're drafting it in such a way where you're not pinching the fiber like in worsted drafting. So it just means that it's a little less strong, but it's very good at trapping air. It's very light, so sweaters are a very common.
And I
product.
had 200 grams of this total. I bought both of her braids.
Love it.
I spun them up. I plied them together.
Mm.
I don't think I even did anything special. I think I just did both of them end to end.
So this is all of it, right?
all of
Oh, so good.
I only got 490 yards out of it. So like a tiny bit short for a jaunty,
That would
but
make.
I don't care.
Wait, let me think about this. Woolen spun would be shorter, right? Yes, because with worsted, you're squeezing the air out, so you're making it longer, right? So I'm pretty sure that's correct. And because woolen spun if it's got crimp, it'll go like that more.
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
My thought is that the pattern even says like this will grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's part of it. So
Yeah, no, it's great.
I'm not worried about it.
I love shawls for that reason because there's no pressure. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter how big it is.
This was definitely. I had never done half fisherman's rib. I'd never done an I-cord edging. I literally had to psych myself up so hard to do this. I got to row 2 and was like, I'm confused. And I texted Emily. I was like, I'm doing it wrong. I just know it. She was like, take a breath.
I mean, if it means anything, I believe Emily had some trouble with the beginning
She
as well.
yeah.
So
But she was just like, how's it going? And I'm like, I'm fighting for my life. Just give me a second. So then finally she was like, so how are we doing it? I was like, please give me 15 minutes. And like 15 minutes later, I was like, I think I've got it. I think we're good. So I will say, like, my learning curve on this was pretty steep. But like, once I got it, I was like, oh, I immediately understand
amazing. This is gorgeous.
It's
I can't
very
wait.
addictive. It's very potato chippy once you get it.
I can't wait to see how this progresses. It's really gorgeous. And just to talk about the fiber stuff, like, I think some of the makers that we follow, even if they're larger, they don't, so like Inglenook, they'll sell out in like 5 minutes sometimes. So even if they're doing more quantities, there's a scarcity mentality, I think, to fiber in the fiber world that for people like me, they're impulse shoppers. I'm sorry, but like that actually motivates me. So if
Sure.
I know, like, if I like this maker and I'm like, oh, she only does certain batches,
Yeah.
it might not be there in 2 weeks. Like, I'm actually more motivated to buy it. So
I've like sold her out of things because she does things where it's just like, I have 2 braids of this because that's what I had time and energy to do, and that's all I'm doing.
yeah, that's
So
cool.
I don't know if she writes her recipes down or whatever. I don't know.
We're enjoying it for what it is.
But yeah, and she's got some really cool stuff up. So
Love it,
highly
love it.
recommend her. I also No, I was thinking of someone else. Never mind. I have spun up other stuff by her before, and
Okay.
I got my Halloween countdown I got from her.
Oh, okay, cool. Got it. Okay,
So-
awesome.
I support her.
Yay.
But the reason I talked about that is also to talk about this.
Ooh.
Reflections.
Yeah, I know, it's bad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So I spun, or I didn't spin. I wound one of these up because I had my Swift and ball winder out, so I was like, why not? But I would like to make a second jaunty.
All right, do
So
it. Awesome.
it's this is
Oh my god, I love fiber optic.
so.
Oh.
I bought two of these in Sheep and Wool 2023. I got one in green and one in orange, and I was like, they're pretty.
Absolutely.
And then I got them home and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? So another thing on my list of things to do this year is to use one of my mini skein sets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, how perfect for a jaunty. Everything is measured out. So this is gonna be the first half, this is gonna be the second half, boom, jaunty.
love it.
It's like 840 yards of like a, I don't know if it's sport or fingering weight.
I call that a fingering, but it also depends on yardage. Like, I tend to look at yarns and say that's a this, but I've since learned that like that isn't the only way to measure. It's really
I've
just
also been
yardage
looking
and
at a
weight.
lot of yarn lately, so I was like, what are you?
So
I
this
was
is what's the total? This is 8 ounces. And
It's
100. And,
8
what's that?
ounces, 840 yards total. Each
Okay.
skein is 140 yards.
To me, that's a pretty solid fingering.
So I assume so, but I like when it tells you.
Wait a minute. Did it say 100? Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I like when it says like, hey, beyond the shadow of a doubt, this
Yeah.
is what it is.
Well, and I
Otherwise,
think the
start to
nice thing
second guess
about
myself.
like jaunty, it doesn't matter in some ways. Like I know she did. I bought the pattern, but I haven't started anything yet because I'm spinning for it. But it shows. She talks about the yardage requirements of the 4 samples, but the pattern doesn't differ, right? Okay, so
She gives you ideas if you're
Okay.
stuck or confused. Maybe you're new at knitting and you don't know, like, you don't want to experiment too much. She's like, hey, here's some stuff I did if you want to follow that. Or you can just do whatever you want.
sure, it's more like I was wondering if it. Okay, here's my 4 samples, and there's 4 different sets of directions, and I assumed it wasn't that way, but I haven't even really read through the pattern. So okay, cool.
Nope.
That's
So,
even better. I love
yeah.
it.
Do you want to see more?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
more.
Okay. I'm going to show you my drawings. I have 6 of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Show you
you're
that
so
last.
Talented. You're
So-
talented. You're so talented.
This is my
Whoa.
anglerfish.
Whoa!
It's covered in whiteout. If you the stars are whiteout.
Stop.
Yeah, I definitely like went to Walgreens at 8 p.m. and got
Can we
a
see that
toothbrush
texture?
and some whiteout.
Oh, stop.
And I covered my toothbrush in whiteout and like flicked it. And it got all over my clothes and all over my desk. But it's fine. This is the logo for Pisces.
I was going to say it
Fibers.
looked familiar. Pam, you are so talented.
So this
This is beautiful.
was Copic markers and whiteout. So
It's stunning.
I launched Pisces Moon Fibers
You did.
roughly 9 days ago.
So excited.
PiscesMoonFibers.com. This
Yay!
episode sponsored by PiscesMoonFibers.com.
This podcast is sponsored by me.
Yes, I
Love
have
it.
sponsored this episode.
I'm so excited.
So that's the logo.
Okay.
And then,
Oh,
you've seen this. My first collection of yarn and fiber was based off of Wisconsin cryptids. So I drew them in Wisconsin.
that's amazing. So, like, when I first saw that, I'm like, man, if I saw that somewhere, I would assume that all of the lines were drawn in and someone just colored it in because it
Oh,
looks so professional.
I did not draw Wisconsin.
No,
with
not that. I know that's not what I meant.
Okay.
I meant everything inside it.
Yes. So,
This guy's my favorite.
isn't he good? We talked about a lot of these, but this is the Hodag, the Mostyn Birdman, the Kidrick Swamp What's-It, Bozo, and the Phantom Chicken.
Oh, I love it.
Um,
That's beautiful.
all that being said, I ordered stickers on January 10th. They are not here yet.
Of that.
Of this
Yes.
and of Anglerfish.
Yes.
I did reach out to the company I ordered stickers from and was like, hey, where are my stickers? And they were super nice. They were like, we got extra busy over the holidays, and also we're short staffed over the holidays.
Sure.
So we're just behind.
Okay.
And I was like, great. She's like, do you need these by a certain day? And I was like, nope. And she was like, once they're done, we will send them expedited. So sorry. So they're on their way. I ordered them almost a month ago, and they said it would take 10 days to ship out.
Okay.
So we'll get them when we get them.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That's amazing.
But I have two. These are whips. These are whips. So.
Just love your art. Into it. So I'm just like,
you're gonna lose your mind.
Okay.
Well, maybe you will. I told this joke to my cousin earlier, and he was confused, but we'll see. So, I dyed all my Wisconsin cryptid yarn, and I was like, yeah, I did it. And then I was like, oh no, I don't have a plan for anything else. I was like, I didn't think I'd get this far. So long, boring story short, the next theme for my collection will be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yes, love it. Let's see.
So,
can you draw? Are you allowed to draw that without getting sued? How does that work? Doesn't matter.
There is nuance to it. Technically, all of this is inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
It's not Sonic, it's just inspired by him.
Let's see.
But I'm calling this Sonic the Hedgehog because he's cozy. Are you familiar with it's spelled like Heige, and it's like the Dutch word for like being cozy.
No, I didn't know any of that.
Okay.
I was just more laughing at like the Sonic with the
I gave them hand
the
things.
things. Wow.
So these will be stickers, and then I was having such a good time that I also drew Knuckles and Tails, which I was literally working on when Amber pulled up, so I have not gotten the inks down for them.
So I also love that because because my son is into furry things, and he's given me permission to share that. So
okay.
But just the whole like big hands, small body thing. I do see that.
I have to say, I was a huge fan of Sonic as a kid. And the reason I'm doing this, I don't want to get into it too much, but there's an event coming up that I have been accepted into. It's very small. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog themed event, which I will talk about more next time once everything is like officially good. And I was like, I messaged the person coordinating. I was like, please let me make Sonic the Hedgehog yarn. And they were like, yeah, that sounds great.
That's awesome.
But I was a huge fan of it as a kid, and then I really fell away from it. But drawing it was like kind of nostalgic. Yeah. I remember like trying to draw Sonic when I was like 5.
So how do you do the little hashies there?
My God. They're very tiny V's with a very tiny pen. So, but these were so fun to draw with their big dumb hands.
You are so talented.
Having a good time.
I love that. I played Sonic a little bit as a kid, and I'm an 80s 90s sort of kid, really 80s kid, I guess. Born in 74, so solid Gen X there. But I didn't play it a whole lot, but I love the fun fact about Sonic that in the movie Wreck-It Ralph, which is now 16 years old. That's terrifying. No, that's not true. 14 years old. It was from 2012, I believe. There is... Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, this is just a cameo, but like Sonic is not a character in the movie, but there's like a PSA announcement about something related to safety, and Sonic is talking about the safety message, and they had to really work apparently to get the actor who voices Sonic to actually do it, and they did.
That's so
And
good.
I don't remember the details of it, but it was a big deal.
I didn't catch wind of it at all. Like I said, I was so obsessed. Small Pam lore story, which you will appreciate. When I was a kid, I got so obsessed with Sonic, it's like all I did. I just like played Sonic and died and would just play the first levels over and over again. I was like, this is peak. Mm-hmm. So that's all I did. And at the time, my dad was in the Navy.
Okay.
And so he was away for anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 months. And one time my stepmom was like, you have to like write to your dad. Like, he misses you. And I was like, okay. So I wrote him a letter, and I found this letter, like 20 years later, in a filing cabinet. And the essence of the letter was, Dad, I love you, I miss you. I've been playing a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog. I wish I was playing Sonic right now. Okay, bye.
How old were you?
Drew drew Sonic. I must have been like 6, 7.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I was around. I was very young.
I was gonna say. I was wondering if
I
it
was
was
like 17.
That's kind of what I was wondering. I was wondering, like, okay, was this in high school?
Sometime between kindergarten and 2nd grade.
Got it. So yeah, still pretty unfiltered and not able
I
to.
just very much like, who cares? I would be playing Sonic.
I guess you exist, but like Sonic exists too.
But like Sonic is in my living room and you are somewhere else, so bye.
Okay, bye.
I wish I had a
love it.
photo of that letter. I don't, but
It's amazing.
oh my god, I read it. I was like, oh Pam, you're such a bad dog.
Is it in your house here somewhere?
It's in my dad's house.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So
That's
if
cool.
I find it again, I will
Yes.
show you. But yeah, then I did like a crappy like Sonic drawing at the bottom because I was 6 years old.
Love that.
So anyway,
Yay. Love it.
that's my Sonic lore.
Let's open another package.
Please open another
I
package.
will open another package. That is amazing.
Perfect.
This is Hello Yarn. Yes. So I was in Hello Yarn's yarn club for a while and then just decided I was getting too much fiber, so I asked her to cancel it. And then I watched Tashi's podcast where they were reorganizing a lot of their fiber, and it was so beautiful. And they have bins for just Hello Yarn for their Hello Yarn collection, and they were espousing the wonders of Hello Yarn, and I was like, it is great fiber. And then that night I wrote back to her. I was like, can I restart? And
So-
she was like, I forgot her name, but anyway.
How long between you canceling and you starting was it?
6-7 months.
6, 7.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even try.
It's a fun show. But
Oh my gosh. Dreaming of Spring. Look at that. I'm going to leave that one in the bag because it's just...
yes,
No, I'm not, because it has a twist tie. Never mind. I'm not going to.
fair enough.
We're not going to do that. I'm going to throw things and clean it up
That's
later.
support you.
Look
Ooh.
at that. Look at how pretty.
Cloudy.
Cloudy. What is it? It is super fine merino wool top. It is just all merino all day, all the time. Look at that.
That's
Ooh, what am
awesome.
I going to do with that? That's going to be amazing. Yes, please. It's just so pretty.
Ooh.
I love how, like, I'm actually not a pre-drafter, and I also pretty much don't attenuate my yarn, which is just when you pull it to the side to different form of pre-drafting.
Yeah.
But this sort of, the way somehow she does it is
I
naturally
like that.
kind of attenuated. So isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
So I don't know what I'll do with that, but one never knows. So it's going to be great, whatever it is.
How many ounces?
This is 4. This
Oh,
is
wow.
4.
Okay.
So that's that. Okay, here's one more. Into the World. This is the fiber club.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, we just did this.
Yep.
Hold on.
Nope, that was a separate order because again, like we haven't filmed, and so everything I received in the last month, I just put in a little shelf because I said I'm not allowed to open this. Ooh. This is What's in a Name. I'm gonna take it out. This is January, and this is 56's combed top. What does that mean?
I have
56's.
no earthly idea.
I don't either. 56's?
Is 56 the name of...
It must
A
be.
sheep.
I mean, who knows? Ooh,
Let us
wow.
know in the comments what 56 is.
It's all scratchy scratch. I actually like scratchy scratch. I'm going, oh my gosh. There are several skeins of finished yarn that I forgot to bring, and one of them is scratchy scratch. But next filming,
Yes.
I will bring some Into the World that is
Really?
scratchy scratch. But I like
That's...
scratchy wool and scratchy fiber.
I'm in my scratchy fiber era, kind of. I haven't been doing anything with it, but in my thinking about scratchy fiber and appreciating scratchy fiber.
I like this.
So-
I get 8 ounces of this club because I love their fiber so much, and I'm always paranoid that I'm going to love it so much, but then I can't really make a top or something out of it, or whatever, a garment.
Yeah.
So then, why is that?
That's so
But
good.
this is like,
Ooh,
this
some
is 2 different
teal?
areas.
There's some
Yes.
teal going
There's some teal, which is my favorite color, as we all know. Anyway,
Some
yes,
teal.
it's a very, very pretty. We love this. So whatever this turns into, it's going to be great.
That's awesome.
So there's 2 of those. So I'm very excited. So I've got lots of fun things.
Good stash.
And I'm going to show.
I was gonna say, is there something else?
There is something. Well, there is significantly more. But we're gonna go switchies after this.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to make sure that our light doesn't get.
Okay.
This is the Hulkin. Okay. This is probably not the most effective way to show the Hulkin.
No, this is it.
Emily and Laura got one, and then they said, you should get one. And I said, okay. And so I got one. People. Okay, so like it folds.
Oh god,
but
you're gonna climb into it, aren't you?
Well, I mean, we have to show how we get, I mean, not how we get in, because it's not what we do with it. But
No.
Can we see
Live
wheels?
your truth.
Can you see wheels?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's wheels on this thing. Okay. And
the mic.
oh, okay. Sorry.
It
Anyway.
can also be a blanket.
Yeah, and so anyway, like you can use it to wheel things and go through the world, but what I have noticed is that I can use it for laundry. Okay? Like I can take it out of the laundry and then I can wheel it to other places and then carry it. So I kept thinking, oh, I'm just getting this for sheep and wool for yarn. And then I realized that you can use it for other things. So I'm very excited. And it folds up. And it's very big. I have a small one and I have this big one. And in fact, I wrote to Hulkin because I picked out a color. They didn't have my teal, which is really more green than I would like, so it's fine. But then I realized Laura got the same one. Laura and Leslie, which are
the Knit Girls.
the Knit Girls. Anyway, so I wrote to Hulkin and I was like, Hulkin, you have to help me change my color. Because I can't have the same color as Laura. Not because I don't love her, but because we're going to be at similar events sometimes and we can't have the same Hulkin. Mm-hmm. Because we will literally, mix them up. It wasn't like we have to be different.
No, it was a logistics.
I'm the only one that cares about that, by the way. Laura's not insane the way I mean, she is, but in a good way.
I would have worries about that too, just because I know I would not think about it and be like, oh, there's my teal thing, and take it, and then get a text from you later like, Pam, do you have...
Well, especially because it actually it zips up on the top, so if it's zipped, and how sheep and wool is, it's like, we're just, if I'm going to be wheeling that thing around, at least occasionally...
Yarn fugue state.
Absolutely.
Not you specifically,
all
of us.
All of us collectively are in a yarn fugue state in the barns, and that's the way it works. So yes, absolutely. So. Yep.
Okay. Good stuff.
Let's go back to you. Back to you.
I don't even know what's what anymore. What's in here? Okay.
Yeah, you're holding something. Show it.
Okay. The thing.
So
the thing that goes with is in the other bag. Okay. So this is from Honeygold Acres. This was our woolen retreat exclusive color.
Exclusive.
So this is
What is the woolen? I know what it is. I
can't
tell people.
You're like, for a second I was like, God damn it, Amber. And I was like, oh. And then I saw your face like, ugh.
We're a little crazy.
It's a retreat that our very cool friend Emily has organized. We had the inaugural one last June, and we will be having a second one this June.
It's our little retreat.
Yeah, and Honeygold Acres very kindly made us some exclusive fiber for it.
Yeah, and this was the variegated one.
Yes. So
we had some solid coordinates that some people chose to get, but this is the variegated. I have not spun mine, so it'll be great to compare mine. I do. I
walked away from the woolen with 9 braids of fiber.
I remember you had a lot. I didn't remember it was that many.
I got 4 of the green, which I crocheted.
Yes, with your sweater that we showed off on a previous episode.
On the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 of the yellow, which I spun but have not done anything with.
Okay.
I got 2 of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 1 braid of fiber in as a door prize from Knits and Pearls.
So exciting. And it's, I love the coordinates in it. And I can't wait to see what you do with this.
I have a plan.
What's that?
But you're going to have to wait for a second. I'm just going to put this here.
Sure.
And we'll get back to it when I get to the second bag, because I think it's at the bottom of that other bag.
Got it.
So, if you recall, a month ago when we recorded, I was like, hey, I made all these fruit spiders, but there's one left. So Kiwi is done.
Look at how cute! Oh my
He's got a little
gosh,
Kiwi butt.
that is
So-
adorable.
So, that's Kiwi. He's been hanging around for a while to
That
be
is
shown off.
So cute.
So,
I love it.
this is something I dyed that I'm actually very excited about. Ignore that, we'll get back to that. These are here, help me.
Yeah.
Help me!
Yes.
Help! These are 4 lengths of like roughly 1 ounce, a little bit over,
Love that.
where I did like an outside color A and an inside color B,
Okay.
and I did that across all 4 lengths.
Oh,
So
I love this.
I initially was just gonna do 3, and then I got excited, and then there were 4. So I don't know, but the plan is to do a 4-ply and just see how all these colors
Yeah.
sort of come together.
I think that would be beautiful.
I have an idea of putting together fiber like this, but on a bigger scale with the express purpose of playing around with 3-plies.
Yeah.
So we talked about the funky 3-ply last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people like the idea of like putting weird colors together. So I was like, what if you had a curated like thing of 3 fibers? So you don't have to play around.
I have an idea.
You just buy like a
Yeah.
curated thing where you're like, I would never put these colors together, but someone put it together for me. Yes, Amber.
So, Tour de Fleece, isn't it 21 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a multiple of 7
Uh-huh.
and 3. So what if you are at the point next year where
Okay.
you would be into the idea of doing a TDF advent,
Okay.
okay?
Oh.
And
I
you would
see
have
where you're going
7
with this.
sets
Okay.
all in a package, and each of them would be 3 little 1-ounce braids. Uh-huh. Just, I say, see, it wasn't that off the wall. I know people, whenever I get excited, it's like, what's gonna...
No, I was
what's gonna
here for
happen?
it, but I just...
But that's also, I like that idea because as much as I love the Advents, and Malia Made It is my absolute favorite. I don't think she's dying right now, but I've gotten her Advents a number of times and I absolutely love the yarn I make. But it's also like 1 ounce for each day of different Advents, and it's like, yeah, it's like you can't keep up, which is fine. You don't need to. Like I'm not still caught up with the Melly Knits making and spinning, but it is a lot, right? And so I do think that Advents that aren't necessarily like an ounce a day,
Well, even like if you're in Tour de Fleece...
I guess
Like-
technically this would be an ounce a day.
Yeah.
But regardless, like it'd be like 7 sets and you can get
Yes.
to them when you want.
Yeah, but also like the point of Tour de Fleece is to like go, go, go.
True.
So that would be cool.
It's a thought. And you
I
could
like
plan it, and then like if you have a sale where people prepay you, which is the way most Advents do it, like depending on what it is, I feel like most Advents are somewhere around $200. You know, you get 20 orders, there you go. Just saying.
I like it.
Yeah. I love Advents. I swear it's so much about the packaging to me. So the Malia will wrap up her little things in this colored tissue paper. I'll bring my packages that I still have wrapped that I haven't spun to show just next time, just because. But
No, that's a very cool idea, and I'm stealing it.
I'll
so
do
thank
it. That's
you.
I
Thank you for
mean
this
for you to
gift.
steal it because
You have given me this
I have
day.
no intention of ever forming my own yarn and fiber company, and
Fair
so
enough.
please,
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this gift.
exciting.
Yay.
Yes,
You need
I
it.
have other things, but here let's show off some stuff. I have 2 yarns that I finished a while back. Well, actually, no, this one I finished a while back. This is Ingle Nook, so this is one of their Speaking of Tour de Fleece, so that's a good segue actually. I forgot the name of it, but there were 2 different yarns that they offered. I want to say that's the one with Rainy, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna put some clarifying notes somewhere so people know what it is.
Like it.
This is also, so there's sort of like a day and night one. They took the inspiration from different sites, and they would say, okay, and then the picture was like at night with
Cool. Yeah.
candles and like city lights and stuff.
So
and
is
then
it like the
during
same
day.
area, but like
Can't remember. I think it's a different area, but
Okay.
I'll put a photo. I think I'll send you a photo of the two labels,
Okay.
and you can very clearly see the differences.
Yeah.
This one is a chain ply that I chain plied at the wheel, and I'm super happy about this because if you look at, let me just pull out like a thread here or two if I can, because it's that plan is not going. So roughly, this is a fingering weight yarn. It's a very solidly a fingering weight yarn.
Oh, yeah.
And my whole goal at the beginning of spinning was to eventually be able to spin a 3-ply fingering weight yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it. And so I feel really proud of myself. And I just know, now that I know I can do that, and granted it differs depending on the fiber, of course, but like, look at it. It's very pretty.
No, that's
And
amazing.
this is a 2-ply. I don't remember how exactly I spun this, but it's in my notes somewhere in my notebook. But isn't that pretty?
These are both great.
Thank you.
Amazing
I'm
work.
really excited about that. I just realized there was 2 that I forgot to bring. That's like at some point in a few minutes ago, I was like, oh, I forgot. But that's okay because we're going to keep filming 1,000 episodes, so there's plenty of time.
1,000 episodes to go.
Right.
So.
This is from Ross Farm Fibers. I'm feeling really sad because they had a fire yesterday, and their barn and sheep passed away.
That sucks. Okay.
Yeah, it's incredibly
Where
sad.
are they?
Out east somewhere, I believe, and I cannot remember where offhand. I will put their a link to them. Just incredibly tragic.
Do they have any kind of like group GoFundMe?
I don't know. I like this happened. I think 24 hours ago.
If this
from when
happened
we're
yesterday,
filming,
there's
so
still...
I hope they do. I know, like her husband passed away. A husband or son. Oh my gosh, I am forgetting. I believe it's her son. Like a year or 2 ago. That is like incredibly sad. So just there's a lot of tragedy. I met her at Amy, I believe is her name. I met her at Rhinebeck in 2024.
Okay.
So this is Florida Cracker. So it's I think what's considered not normally a fleece sheep. This was very difficult to spin, but it's because I didn't know how to long draw at the time and I short forwarded this. That is not meant to be short forwarded.
Was this?
But it's fine. It looks great. I love it.
Was this the fiber that you've kind of had going on and off for a while?
Long time.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like this is 4 ounces, but it took like two starling bobbins when I was plying, I think, and like maybe 4 sparrow bobbins for 4 ounces. And I know if those of you that aren't spinners, I know that doesn't mean anything, but like a bobbin, like the yay big, let's just say, depending on how you're spinning. If you're spinning thick, it won't hold 4 ounces. But if you're spinning thinner, a lot of times that will hold 4 ounces.
Yeah, this isn't super thick or anything.
No, I know. So... Like the original spin for the singles took like basically 4 times the amount of space. Now this is incredibly light.
Well, congratulations on finishing that.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. I don't know what I'll do with it, but part of my goal in spinning, speaking of 2026 goals, is I want to have more hand-spun yarn that are neutrals that I can just grab from. So if I want to make something with hand spun, but I want a gray for the background of whether it's a sweater or a shawl or a cowl or mitts, doesn't matter. I want to be able to like, oh yeah, I have 4 of those gray things.
Yep.
I want to have a huge stash of hand spun neutrals, and that is part of that.
That's
goal.
Perfect.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I have to show off is this. This is a homework baby. It's a homework baby. This is a cabled yarn. I meant to look this up because I know I'm gonna mess it up. But that's okay. I like what it is. But I took Laura Linnemann's class on cabled yarns at Winterfest. Maryland Sheep and Wool has classes in the winter in January called Winterfest, and I learned how to make cabled yarn. But basically, it is I'm gonna sound like a dork.
Oh, this is not what I thought it was.
Okay, so basically, it's a 4-ply yarn. Okay, I know, doesn't seem like it because each of the 2 plies has already been 2-plied.
Okay.
But then when you do the final ply, it's the opposite direction.
Yes. Okay.
There's like several opposite direction-y things.
Yeah, you make 2 plies and then ply those together.
Right, but it's not all. They're okay. Nope. Let me think now. So there are 4 original singles, and those are all done Z. And then you ply those 4 into 2 sets of 2 plies, and those are plied S, which is the normal way you would ply. but then you ply the two plies Z. Mm-hmm. So they don't really want to go together, but you make them go together. But here's the other thing. In the 2 plies, the original 2 plies, you overspin them. You're supposed to overspin them. So you run it through the ply twice.
Gotcha.
Or you really overdo it. But at my first ply, I realized I didn't have enough. So you do it twice so that it's kind of springy and freaky and it's got a lot of energy. And then you ply them, and then the second ply. Now, the thing is, the sample, when I was doing a ply back, even when I was plying, it was bubbling out and going crazy a little bit more like it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to just kind of lay flat. It's the whole idea of this. It's supposed to be very strong because it's got energy in it of a ply that it's not supposed to have because you've plied it the way it doesn't want to be plied. Yeah. So it's good for things like socks or just things where you need a lot of structure and strength.
Cool.
So anyway, so I'm going to put this in a sample somehow.
I have heard of doing like a cable ply. I've never tried it.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. I want to do it again, and I have plenty of fiber to practice with. But I'm really excited too because I finished this as class was ending.
Oh,
literally as class was ending. So that's exciting.
Yay!
Yeah. So that's what I have to show. That's right. Well, I've got other things like purchases, but those are my finished yarns.
We'll bounce back. Amazing yarns, by the way. I know I said it, but just to clarify.
I am really happy with it. I love spinning. I go back and forth. I was on more of a knitting kick December and January, and then near end of January, now into February, I'm more back into my spinning groove. So it goes back and forth.
Yay. Okay. This, you saw...
I know I've seen it, but it's just...
Have you seen the finish?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because you showed it up at Guild? No. Somewhere.
I got it at Guild.
You showed it off somewhere. Maybe just in Discord. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway. It's stunning.
I was in progress. I think I was on like day 9 of 12 the last time we recorded. And now it's done.
Oh.
So, this is my cowl by Hun Hand Knits. And
it's so pretty.
It's pink.
Let me look at your floats. Let's look at Pam's floats.
Okay.
They're so pretty.
Yeah.
I do very little color work. I don't really catch floats much. It looks like yours is like perfect. How do you do this? Holy shnikes.
When I first started learning how to knit,
look how like perfect it is. Says the person who barely does color work, but I know it looks perfect.
Single color hat, and then it occurred to me.
Can I put it on?
Yeah, go crazy.
Okay.
I knit like one normal hat, and then I realized that like color work is just like pixel art, and so I was
that's a good
like,
way to think about it.
I want to make cool pixel art hats, so I
love that.
Went straight from like stockinette hat to making my own color work patterns. Even though I didn't know how to do color work, but I just strong armed it until I got there.
It's beautiful.
So, and I just really like color work, so
I just think this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Just the pink. The pink is just stunning.
No, this turned out...
It's very warm.
Great. And it's warm. It's great.
Well, I do like that it's a little bit closer. I like all cowls, but I think I tend to prefer ones that either are a little bit closer to the neck or that you can wrap around twice.
This one is perfect because like if you pull it over your nose and ears, it just stays there.
Love it.
So on days when it's super, super cold, you don't have to like futz around with anything. You just go burp, and then you're good.
I love that. Yeah. Very beautiful.
So, yeah, this has been waiting to be shown off to the people.
Yay!
So, yay!
I love that.
Phoebe!
Chucked over the other side of the room.
These are a couple other big plushy guys I made.
Oh,
her hats.
Look at that.
They're just like little witches familiars. I liked making their hats more than I liked making them, but they were cute.
Love it.
This is by Lyra Loon Designs, okay?
Yes, as you strangle them and say that, yes.
She's a great pattern writer. Lyra Loon is, I think she mostly has her patterns on Etsy.
Okay.
The things I know her for are very, very, very detail worked, like dragons.
Okay.
So she has like really cool like themed dragons. She has like a Christmas dragon. She has like a Halloween dragon. She has like a moon dragon. And they're all like made with like worsted or DK weight yarns with like a ton of details, and they take a ton of time and work and effort. I haven't made any of them, but I have all her patterns. So I was surprised that these like cute little familiars were by her.
Love it.
So she has cats, ravens, and frogs. I just have not made the ravens or frogs.
Adorable.
I think they were cute.
I think my favorite feature is just the flare of the hats.
They're so big, and then they actually like.
Oh my gosh! You're kidding.
And they are cat-sized. I may have put this on
That's so
Scramble
cute
at one
for
point.
kids, because kids will get these and then they can take them off and dress them up. And
Yes.
Very cute.
So, and then she just has like a little bow on the front, so...
That's really cute.
Yeah,
I
so
love it.
I was very delighted by these.
Yay.
Um,
Put my shawl back.
I also made this xenomorph where he just kind of sits.
With the teeth?
Yeah!
What?
Oh my
Your
god,
stuff
they're
is so great.
It's covered in sparkles from my Stilino fiber.
Wow.
I was making this when I was like a little burnt out on crocheting, so I don't know how long it took me.
Oh, it's so cute.
But it's actually,
I love that.
it's a very fun and cute pattern, so
Yay.
I'm gonna make more of these. He's got a long tail, and
Oh,
he's just
I
so
love it.
happy to be here.
Well,
So I wanted to show him off.
I love that. He's
Um,
adorable.
Now it's time for yarn.
Okay,
So,
let's do yarn.
okay. Man, okay, this is what I wanted to show. Because this is also Honey Gold Acres.
Uh-huh.
This is 80% merino, 20% bamboo.
Oh, look at that.
And the reason I'm showing you this is because after I made this, I was like, this looks like wildflowers. I could make a sweater where like there's flowers on the bottom and like sky at the top and make like a field sweater. Not the field sweater.
Okay, I was gonna ask. I was like,
No, just
Okay.
like a plain old
Yeah, sure.
stockinette,
mm-hmm.
raglan, whatever, where like the top is that color and the bottom is this color to give it the sense of like you're wearing a landscape.
And how many yards? Okay, so yeah, that would
I
work.
got-
I was like wondering about that, but it seems like you would have enough yards.
Yeah, I
for
got
that.
652 yards out of this and I think 600 out
Yeah.
of that. So
1,200 yards would be good for a
think
raglan.
so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this was from excuse me, Fiber Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
The inaugural Fiber Blitz where I saw Honey Gold Acres and I was like, I need sky yarn, and I picked this out and there you go.
Yay.
If we're seeing the vision.
And Fiber Blitz is a new yarn festival that's brand new. Hook and Shuttle is organizing it, and it's in Waukesha this year. It was in the middle of January. I'm not sure when it's going to be next year, but we'll let you know when we find out. I did not go. It was the same weekend as the Guild the Guild Retreat, but we're making sure that those two things don't conflict next year.
Yes.
So
But
they'll
we
be
both
different.
got
Oh, I didn't bring my dog.
I don't have mine out, but
We both bought wheels along with not many others, but a number of other people.
we got
that
the
were
Dove.
Yes,
The new
it's
wheel from
the new wheel
Daedalus.
from Daedalus. I'll bring my Dove next time we film to show it. I really love it. That'll be my 5th Daedalus wheel.
Nice.
I only have 2 more to collect them all.
Ooh,
I have
they
2.
got the full Pokedex.
I have that pretty much. Yeah, I've got 2 sparrows. So I've got 2 sparrows, a martin, a starling, and now a dove. So that's my 5th wheel. And there's a magpie, which is the giant one. And there is a falcon for spinning cotton and things that need very high twist, which I don't need, but I will start spinning those things so that I need it, so that I can have all the... look, this is ridiculous, okay? But this is a no-guilt podcast, okay? This is also things I've collected over the last couple of years, so it's not...
Yeah.
I'm not spending all that money in 1 year.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to justify that somehow. But then I'm going to have all... Yeah, it has taken on a Pokédex quality, but I really will use the magpie, especially for plying. I almost got one at SSK last summer and then just decided against it. And just knew I would get it eventually, but wanted to spend money on yarn and fiber instead. It was either buy yarn and fiber or buy a magpie because of the the cost of it. It's worth it, but it's it's over $1,000.
It's a lot.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, Dove is great.
Yes, the Dove is wonderful.
That was
so
my...
We'll show that off.
Huh?
We'll show that off next time.
Yes. Yeah, this was my first spin on the Dove.
Love it.
And then this is not yarn. I forgot I had this. This is a gauge swatch.
Ooh.
And
What
it's
is that a
like-
swatch for?
It's Tunisian crochet.
I was gonna say, I was looking at that and I was like, what is that?
I bought
That's
a
not
Tunisian
knitting.
crochet cowl pattern that I started, but it looks like it's like this long, like it's nothing really to show off. I thought
Okay.
it'd be more interesting to show off my gauge swatch.
Yeah.
But this is hand spun.
That's amazing.
So I'm very excited. It's called the Caitlin cowl, and it's basically like a collar, and then it works down as like a big poncho thing. So
nice.
also on my bingo card for 2026 is to make an actual Tunisian crochet project.
Love it.
I sort of knew how to do Tunisian crochet, but I have never really made a thing out of it.
I have heard of Tunisian crochet, but I've not done it. So
I haven't done a lot of it, so
love that.
changing that. We're making a cowl.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
This.
I can't.
I got this bright green at Fiber Blitz from Knits and Pearls. It's called Vat of Acid. And then the black was from Kin no Hitsuji in Kyoto, which means sheep's gold.
So it's like breathtaking. I love
And I
this game.
slapped them together.
It's
so
gorgeous.
Yeah, so I wasn't, like, I got the Vat of Acid. I was like, this is awesome, but what do I do with it? And I was like, oh my god, I'm mashing things together. I'm in my mashing things together era. So I think this is so dope.
That's a great idea. I hadn't thought, like, some of these variegated yarns, even though those are two solids, it gives me an idea that, because I've never done a mashup spin ever in my 4 years of spinning, but I could see how I could do, like, some of that variegated, like even the Hello yarn, and then pair it with a solid for the other ply.
First time I ever mashed up a yarn, my cousin bought me some fiber when I first started learning how to spin. And something he got, like, for super cheap was, like, a bag of samples.
Okay.
So lengths of fiber, like, this long, like, in here. And I just made, like, a long single of them.
Okay.
And then I applied it together with a black. It was very cool.
That's awesome.
So, highly recommend.
I've got some black fiber, and I've got some lighter fiber, so I could see doing that with light. So that could be an interesting play on my desire to do neutral. Could be like, okay, I have neutrals, and then I have mashup neutrals with, like, dark or light as one of the plies.
If you had...
I see, like, I'm talking and I'm like, I see the gears working. I'm like, what?
If you had, like, 3 braids of the same fiber, you could ply one together with a white, ply one together with a gray, and ply one together with a black. And then do, like, a gradient.
Shut the phone.
I will shut the phone. So...
That's amazing.
But that would be cool.
Yes, I love that idea because I love the idea of playing with color and comparing things. I'm really into the idea of comparing things, which is why I've gotten in some makers, like, 4 different breeds of the same colorway because I just want to see how different they are, which isn't really a breed study in the same way that a true breed study is, but it's just like seeing what happens.
Yeah.
So I love that idea.
That's idea for idea.
I like that. I've given you an Advent idea, and you've given me another idea.
This is blue.
Whoa.
God, this turned out so cool.
God.
This
gorgeous.
Was a big mega braid that I got as a D-stash from someone in our group. It was a 16-ounce braid. It was, like, massive.
So so that's 1 pound. So that's 1 pound. That's 1 pound. That's 1 pound. How many yards do we have in there?
Not as many as you'd think.
Really?
390.
Oh yeah, that's not as many as I would think.
She thick?
Yeah.
She thick?
So you could make a top out of that if it were short sleeve, maybe?
So, here's the thing.
Okay.
I had a thought.
Yeah.
If you recall from roughly 4 minutes ago when I was talking about this.
Uh-huh.
I have, and I don't have it out here with me, but I got some fiber from Inglenook that looks like flowers at night.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the Lord of the Rings colors.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think it was the Arwen color, but it's like dark purples and blues and things like that. So it's like, it'd be cool to have, like, same thing, but like a nighttime feel.
I love that.
So, and you're right, this might be short sleeve, even if I do pair it with another color.
Well, no, if you pair it with another color, I think you're fine.
But
it's just, I was thinking, like, you couldn't probably not do a whole long sleeve of those.
I really thought I would, because I was like, I got a pound of yarn, let's go. But then I spun it thick, and so...
Right, yep, nope, and that's
on me.
Beautiful.
So...
I love that. I mean, that's a worsted, I would say, right? Ish?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
So, okay, I have a couple more, and then I think I'm actually done.
All right.
So...
I just have a few more things, so I think we're going to be
perfect.
good.
This is more Knits and Pearls.
Look at
She's sparkly.
Oh my gosh.
I have another skein of this that I did December of 2024. It was the first real yarn I spun on my Sparrow, and I just never did the second skein. So
okay.
I'm currently going through and trying to finish up yarns that I spun one braid of, but not the other one of.
Okay.
So
I have a lot of those.
Yeah, because I knew this was going to be like a fingering weight, and I've been spinning thick to just like get through my stash.
Get through it and get it
so
done.
I knew this would take longer, but
I'm so excited. I love that.
And then on that note, I am working on her sister, which is not the same color, but you wouldn't know that unless they were sitting next to each other. They're
so
fraternal
good.
twins.
And how much did you spend in January, Pam?
Like 3.5 pounds of yarn.
So that how many ounces is that? 50 something? Is that
It ended up being like 55.
Okay. So
82.
this is more for the non-spinners watching, but so let's say it's 50. For people that spin fairly thin, like this that I did.
Mm-hmm.
This is 4 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking 50 ounces. So like, 10 more than 10 times
Yeah, I
this.
spun
Okay?
15 braids. So it was like a braid every other day. I did that. This was the only skein that I spun fingering weight. Everything else was basically worsted weight.
Gotcha.
For whatever it's worth.
That no,
I'm not
that-
saying I'm not an insane
I'm
person.
just like just thinking about the timing and I'm spinning thinner, but 1 4-ounce braid will take me 5+ hours to spin, 5 to 10, let's say. Maybe not 10, I don't know.
For me,
Somewhere
I found
between
that
5 and
like
10.
a 4-ounce braid at roughly a worsted weight.
Spin the singles, that's not, well, maybe counting plying.
Yeah, it takes me about 4 hours for the singles and about an hour for plying.
Okay.
And that's if I'm doing it thick.
Yeah.
I found that a fingering weight yarn is like 11 hours for the singles and about 2 hours. For
Okay,
plying.
so that my random estimate. So you're actually keeping track. I
I'm
am
not like setting a timer, but I am keeping.
You kind of know roughly.
Yeah,
So it's a
so-
lot of time.
It's very different. If it was like 3.5 pounds of fingering weight, I would not have slept.
Yeah.
But a lot
Yeah.
of it was, and this was woolen spun. This was just very much just like, duh, get it over with. I was starting to get pretty tired.
Woolen spun typically goes faster than worsted.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, this is my next spin. I'm also doing a pretty thin one of that.
so exciting.
And then I only have 2 more. I have 2 more. Okay, this we talked about last episode. I started this last episode. I think I did.
It looks like Iron Man. I know it's not, but it looks like Iron Man that Southern Cross did at one point. It's similar.
I thought you meant like the superhero, and I was
Well,
like,
no, it is based on
like this has like some fruit by the foot
Yeah.
energy to it. So,
what?
fruit by the foot,
What does that mean?
the candy.
No.
It was like, I don't know if they still make it. It was awesome. It came in like a rolled up thing, and it was like a gummy.
Oh, okay. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about now.
yeah.
But I'm like, I was picturing a human foot with fruit sitting next to it on the ground, and I'm like, what reference strawberries by my toes? Like, what are we, I love you. What?
I'm sorry, I blacked out.
Anyway, toes and fruit. Something about toes and fruit. Yes.
We're almost done.
Yep.
Only 997 episodes to go.
I'm gonna get a text from Pam tomorrow. So,
I actually don't want to do this anymore.
really fun. See you today. It's very pretty.
Anyway, I made this yarn.
Do you have any plans for it? That's okay. I barely have plans for my spin.
I never have plans. This is another
Ugh.
one.
Love
This-
that.
This is 4 ounces, 3-ply, 164 yards.
I like a neutral and a brighter color. I'm just so
Yeah.
into that.
I did actually split
the
this yarn.
speckles.
I split up the fiber a
So
little bit
pretty.
to get that effect. Because it was like red, dark gray, light gray, dark gray, red.
Mm-hmm.
And I split it up so that it was just straight red, dark gray, light gray.
Got it. Okay. Nice.
I
Color
actually,
management.
yeah.
Love it.
I actually had another braid of this that I spun last Tour de Fleece.
Okay.
And it was so felted. It was the worst yarn I'd ever spun in my life. So I put this off for 6 months, and this spun up totally fine. It was just a normal
God, isn't that
braid of
amazing? When I'm doing a chain ply now, chain ply at the wheel, and it was taking so long. This is months and months ago, and I'm like, if I put the chain ply away and don't do it, it'll get done.
Yeah.
you know. And just today, in between other work things, I was working at home today. I was like, you know, if I take it out and ply it, it'll get plied. You know, just saying.
Got
I don't know how I
that
figured that
galaxy
out.
brain, yeah.
But I think it's because I had finished the day before this chain ply at the wheel, and it turned out so well. And I will also put a picture in of this when I took it off of the ball winder, off the whirligig. It was kinked to all hell, and I thought it was way overspun. And I sent a picture to Laura and Emily, and Laura's like, it's not overspun, it's fine. I'm like, but it's kinked up everywhere, and it looks like a mess. And she said, just trust the process, just wash it. And I did, and it's completely...
It looks beautiful, yeah.
Totally fine. So Laura, as
she was stressed.
right, she was something. But yeah, it's not, I'm just going to take it apart.
Yeah.
Because you can see, like, it's... One way you can tell a yarn might be over-plied or overspun is once it's washed and done. If you hold it up like this, it can go like this, or maybe one, you know, but if it kind of goes like that, that is one indication. And again, that's not necessarily like awful. You can have yarn that is quote unquote overspun that is just fine for certain kinds of projects. Like you just want to pick your project accordingly for something that you want more twist, things with, I don't know things compared to all, I'm just thinking of all the teachers that might be listening to all as if like, you know, 20,000 people are going to watch this. But like, I'm just thinking of people I've learned from, and I'm talking and they're like, you're saying like wrong things, but that's okay. This is a non-judgmental
They can kindly
podcast.
correct you in the
No,
comments.
and everyone that I know, like Jillian and Laura and other people are very kind, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. Anyway, I feel like when you have yarn that is overspun, it will knit on the like it'll torque itself a little bit. Like if you're knitting a swatch, it won't be like this. The stitches will go like that.
Sure.
That's one of the things, among others, but also I think higher twist is good for socks. Look at that. But see, you can tell, it's completely fine. But the picture does not, before I washed it, does not make it look like that. I am very happy, though, that I have 4 Struckets buckets that are strainers.
You talked about Struckets.
I know,
yeah.
and I've got 4, and I was able to, all these 4 yarns that I showed off, I washed at the same time. Because you don't want to wash them in the same bucket, because the colors might bleed, so.
Yes.
Okay, I have one more thing to show off.
Please.
Except it's sort of like under the table that we have this system on. So we're going to see how we do this.
We're just going to
We are going to do that.
and then we're going to...
I am so excited about this. So this I got from Sugar River Yarns. This is
Really?
part of the project redesign where old leather is made into new things.
Oh, cool.
But this is... I mean, you would figure it opened. It's like, you're like, oh, open! Yeah. But look, it's got dividers.
Cool. Yeah,
Look at the dividers.
That rules.
It does, and I will show you the yarn. So I got some yarn. This is from Flax and Fleece, I think. Pretty sure. I think. Yes. This is Navarra's Wool Dreamers.
Cool.
There was a colorwork cowl, and I've got it written down somewhere, but I don't know if I'll make that exact cowl, but it is... Let me see. I do have more info on this. So this is merino, 100% trans... Wait, what?
Yeah.
Transhumant? No, it literally says transhumant. H-U-M-A-N-T.
Trans rights.
Okay, sounds good. Trans yarn. There we go. Uh-huh. And I also got a little kit for another. I know, isn't this fun? This is like a little shawlette that Flax and Fleece had, and I will make it up into that. I have to figure out what the pattern is again. I know, I love the colors, and I knew I got something else redesigned. But this is just a little whatever. Like it could be needles, it could be notions, it can be whatever. But I put that in there.
Cool.
I just love these dividers because, you know, taking this anywhere, things don't necessarily get all mashed together.
Yeah.
Ooh, look what else I have. I have my cowl, which I did put. I
forgot about. I forgot about.
This will get done this year. Here, I'm going to actually take off my little lobster stitch saver.
Okay.
Originally, I had the idea that I would do 1 repeat a day, but that is just not happening.
Yeah.
This is the Lexington cowl. That stitch marker is where I was last time we talked.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's definitely got...
doubled in size.
This is basically 1/5 the size of the cowl. So it's 20% done. For this pattern, which is a bitch, okay? Like, it just is. It's linen stitch, which linen stitch is very challenging. Not like it's easy in terms of the simplicity of it, but I am not someone that gets strained hands or arms or wrists or fingers, and it is straining. And it's very hard.
There's easy and simple.
Hands.
So something can be simple and not be easy.
Oh, yes, that's right. That is the distinction that I remember.
And I feel that because there have been so many times where I'm like, it's easy, but it's not.
I don't know why these are in here, but okay. There's a story behind. These are not made by me.
Okay.
I got these at Stitches Midwest years ago for my husband, and he just did not end up wearing them, which is totally fine. This is Bison Buffalo, the Buffalo Wool Company.
Okay.
And I got them for him on one of our anniversaries that was the textile anniversary, whichever one that was. I don't know. But he kind of didn't wear them, which is fine. I don't mind. And so I just stole them. So now I wear them. And they were in here, I think, because I took them to the Knitters Guild retreat.
Cool.
So that's why those are in here. And then the last little thing is I got some yarn for something else. Again, you might be sensing a theme.
Oh.
And the theme is Amber buys kits, and if the pattern wasn't given to her directly, then we don't necessarily... Oh, but now... Look. See? If you have a kit, if you have some packaging so people like me remember, that's good. So look at that fun. And of course they had a sample. So smart. If you're going to, and actually we're going to ask vendors, because I'm part of the special events committee that plans these things, we're going to make sure that vendors we have next year do more of that, where if they have yarn and it's a kit, please have a sample, but also like have some samples of sweaters or shirts, like full done samples, and like there's the kit right over there, because that helps impulse purchasers like me see what you're like. I look at that and I will buy the yarn for it. Yes, here's my however much.
Yeah.
So anyway, cool. And then we just put the top back on the pizza oven.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Nice.
So yeah, that's fun. And I'm not going to even talk about what I'm reading or watching, because the only thing that matters is Dracula.
Are you sure you don't want to? We have.
No. There's really not much. I'm just catching up on all my podcasts, which, and Sister Wives, which is the end of the season, and just things like that. The new Sex and the City, which I'm watching with Polly, catching up on the characters of Sex and the City, but it's a current series, so we're catching up on that. And
cool.
So yeah,
awesome. My last thing, I'm going to do an actual shameless plug for
absolutely. This is our podcast.
My business that I started.
So exciting.
So the model that I'm following for like dyeing things, and actually, despite how things work for Amber, I'm doing the opposite of that to make sure that everyone has what they want. I'm dyeing a small batch, at which point I will open pre-orders. Right now, the pre-orders are open for the Wisconsin Cryptids collection through February 8th, which I want to say is the Monday after this episode comes out. So you can order as much fiber and yarn from me as you want, and I will dye it specially for you because I like you so much. After February 8th, I'm cutting that off because I can't just be dyeing yarn for you for the rest of my life. And then whatever's left after February 8th will go in the shop and you get what you get, at which point I will start another collection. So if you want Wisconsin Cryptid stuff, please go to PiscesMoonFibers.com. See what's there, see if you like things. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Once I hit 100 followers, which is so tiny, you have such a high chance of winning something.
Love it.
I just want people to follow me and know that I exist. Tell people so that my friends don't have to financially support me for the rest of my life.
I love that. And let me just say also, having a pre-order is a form of exclusivity that impulse purchasers like myself love it. When I see the word pre-order for fiber or yarn, I'm like, oh. Because what that means is it's not going to be widely available, so I better jump on it. That's literally my thought process.
Yeah,
so
once
I love that.
February 8th hits, I mean, again, whatever's left will go in the shop, but once it's gone, it's effectively retired.
Yeah.
I don't want to say retired like it will never, ever, ever come back.
Sure.
But I'm not a huge yarn dyeing company. I can't just spend my time making that when I feel like it.
yet.
And then we will move on to the next thing.
I'm so excited.
That also being said, I had an impulsive idea last Saturday that is somehow working out. I'm dyeing red yarn. They are each $30 a skein. 25 of those $30 is going to Mirac up in Minnesota.
What does Mirac do?
They help immigrants.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure if it stood for something.
I will.
Remembered.
Yeah, our friend actually posted a long list of places to donate to, and I looked through that, and Mirac sounded like the most bang for my buck, I guess.
Great.
So I dyed 20 skeins of yarn. I sold all 20 of them. I donated $500 to them literally this morning, and I had enough leftover dye to make 6 more skeins. I'm going to throw those up in the shop. They will probably be up by the time this episode goes up on Friday. So if you're looking for red yarn and you want your money to actually help something, buy it from me.
F Ice and
fuck Ice.
Fuck Ice.
Fuck what they're doing. Fuck everything about them. It's giving me nightmares. I literally had a dream last night that I walked outside and there was like an ice vehicle like right outside my door, and I like yeah, it was horrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm a white woman.
I was gonna say, we say that as like people with lots of privilege here, so yes.
So fuck what they're doing. Obviously, if you don't want to buy yarn from me, great. Throw your money somewhere that needs it. But if you do want red yarn, 100% of my profits are going there. So
love that.
Yeah, it felt like something I could do. I didn't have $500 to just donate.
Sure.
So it felt like a really good way to sort of help get money where it needed to go and do some mutual aid. And this went really well. I might do something like this again in the future. I don't know what or when.
It's awesome, and people are knitting the red hat. Let's maybe link one of the patterns that people are knitting with it as a form of resistance. It's from originally Norway. Is it Norwegian? I feel.
Yes.
As part of, was it World War II resistance and World War II resistance stuff? As a form of visual protest. So that's what we're doing, and I need to do one too.
Also, like, I didn't mean to go on a rant at the end, but like, vote.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shop small. Stop giving your money to places like Amazon if you can help it. I mean, no one's perfect, but just do what you can. Put your money in places that matter. Vote for Francesca Hong for governor when the time comes.
Nice.
Just do what you can with what you've got.
Yeah. We're not perfect. I've been finding more accounts on Instagram lately that will have lists of places that have donated to MAGA or Trump and saying, hey, if you can, boycott these places. And there was another post I saw today about how Target is, for the first time, not in the top 50 retailers or something like that.
Yeah, they were like in the top 3 last year. I think they dropped down to like 25.
Right, and then it's like not even in the top 50, and it's basically the point of the post was that our boycott is working. I don't shop there anymore except for jeans that I have on, so that's not true. I've spent like $40 there in the last year.
I spent $6 there last year.
There you go. Yeah.
I normally spend. I used to go there for fun. I used to get my groceries there. I used to get fun little treats. I used to get my Halloween decorations there. I spent $6 there when I was in California last summer because that was the only place I could go to get sandals because I forgot to pack sandals.
Well, and just like as a reminder, if anyone doesn't know, part of the reason for that is that Target was one of the first companies in Trump 2.0 to just say, yes, DEI is terrible. They were one of the first.
They were one of the
DEI
first.
is bad. We're done with that. And it's like,
it was like last January that they did that, and now they are basically helping ICE out. Like, they are letting ICE use their parking lots. They are having ICE come into Target stores and basically grab their workers in broad daylight on their shift.
It's
so
terrible.
Just
don't shop at Target.
I'm not perfect. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not either. I'm not either. I will order things from Amazon occasionally, and I can do better about that.
Straight up, I had to start a business this year, and I tried looking other places, and Amazon was like half the price. And
sure, yep, we could. There's only certain things we can do, but I think the whole point is do what you can to resist this awful regime that we're living through, to help protect our neighbors and friends. I'm a defense attorney. We just learned that as of yesterday, ICE has been spotted in our courthouse here in Madison, and That's only happened to me as a lawyer of 23 years one time in Dane County, and it was plain clothes, and it was like 10 years ago. So we basically don't see that happen in Dane County, and then we're going to now. So it's coming here. It's going to be everywhere, and God help us all. Basically.
Yeah. So in the meantime, do your research on who to vote for.
Yep.
Put money in places where it makes sense for you, and do your best, and don't kill yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Stay safe. Craft on.
Yeah.
We're all gonna live through.
Also, like,
none of us are gonna live through it. Not all of us.
Genuinely, like, now is a really good time to, if you've been thinking about learning how to draw, like, also fuck AI. Learn how to draw.
Sure.
Learn how to knit. Make things. Just express yourself. It's very important. It feels, on the outside, it feels like it's not making a difference, but if it helps you cope, it is making a difference.
Yep.
You are a microcosm of the universe, so please take care of yourself to take care of everyone else.
Well, also, I saw some other reel recently which talked about the fact that knitting and slow crafting and slow fashion is resistance to capitalism itself.
Absolutely.
Because, just the shirts we might buy at Target is fast fashion, and it is bargain basement, made with unethical labor a lot of times. And so when we are knitting things that we wear, it is resistance. It is political. Whether we view it as political or not, it literally is.
Absolutely.
So that's another reason
Yeah.
to do it. But yeah, in order for us to get through this, like having better serotonin levels, reducing your cortisol, there's biochemical reasons why handcrafts, anything with your hands. So it can be guitar, it can be woodworking, it can be beadworking, quilting. Obviously, it doesn't have to be fiber art specifically, but it's good for us as humans. And so crafting, please do it.
Also, don't isolate yourself.
Yep.
Call your friends, hang out with your friends, craft with your friends.
Absolutely.
So-
100%. Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
We love you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.